Wait, freeze. Wait, freeze.
From every corner of the world comes the DBS 1315 Total News.
In the headlines, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs says there are unfounded allegations circulating on social media about a national of the U.S. who is on remand at the Dominica State Prison. In news from the region, Venezuelan oil reaches Caribbean ports in post-sanctions trade shift. And internationally, French President Emmanuel Macron calls tariff threat unacceptable as U.S. President Donald Trump says no going back on Greenland plan. Good afternoon. Welcome to the DBS Lunchtime News. I am your presenter, Kwana Fontaine Wilson. Details of the news when we return.
When I'm in the United States, I listen to the Caribbean's #1 radio station on dbcradio.net.
DBS News.
Welcome back. In news this lunchtime, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs says there are unfounded allegations circulating on social media about a national of the U.S. who is on remand at the Dominica State Prison. The statement from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs says while they are not in the business of responding to hearsay and baseless statements, it is felt that these particular statements, which are malicious, being peddled by the opposition, should be addressed. Curtis Matthew takes a look at the statement by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
The statement notes that it is public knowledge that Jonathan Scott Lehrer is one of 2 U.S. nationals on remand at the Dominica State Prison. And in accordance with the Vienna Convention on Consular Relations, the Embassy of the U.S. in Bridgetown, Barbados, requested and was given permission to visit and hold meetings with both nationals since November 2024. The statement said it is standard consular practice for diplomatic missions to extend consular assistance to their nationals who are detained abroad. The statement added that, as noted earlier, this has been ongoing since November 2024, and the last meeting between the embassy and the 2 U.S. nationals was held on the 14th of January 2026 virtually. Another in-person meeting is set for February 2026 at a date and time to be confirmed. The government of Dominica says it remains committed to upholding the highest standards of integrity, fairness, and respect in its treatment of all detainees, and has at all times facilitated consular access for accredited representatives to their detained nationals, consistent with established practice. The statement added that to give the impression that this exercise is an attempt to reach an agreement of some sort with the United States government is malicious and misleading. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has advised to allow the justice system to take its course and refrain from making statements that could have adverse effects on the trial. Curtis Matthew for DBS News.
And our thanks to Curtis Matthew for this report. In other news, Police Chief Lincoln Corbett says the police will strengthen community policing this year. He says several initiatives, including the mentorship program, are to be expanded as the police moves to take community policing to various areas.
We've also introduced under the Community Policing Initiative school resource personnel. These officers are expected to adapt a school and to serve as a liaison between police and the principal. So again, you will see again this year a greater emphasis on that. All schools around the island will have an officer assigned to that school. We've also introduced a mentorship program in Baffin State Silver Lake area, and again, it's continuing. And it's our intention to expand it as we go along. Interestingly, we also saw this year the establishment of what we refer to as police relations teams. That is, officers residing in a particular locality and from that area have come together. It started in Campbell, it moved to Penville, Belleville-Chope, Atkinson, and also the Stock Farm area. The idea here is that officers, as I said, residing within the areas will come together to build closer bonds with the public. The intention is we'll do that throughout the island. That again is another arm of community policing relations.
Meantime, a new program to enable residents of the North to receive a driver's license at Portsmouth is to be enrolled out this month.
We also saw this year the procurement of equipment for the issuance of driver's licenses in the North. But the intention, really and truly, is that you need not come to Roseau for a simple motor vehicle license or driver's license. And that may sound like a small thing, but it's a big thing because it costs people quite a bit of money just come for a license. And I say, hopefully this year, within this month, we should see the implementation of that. The equipment has already been installed in Portsmouth. People have been identified. It's a matter of training them and running with the program.
Police Chief Lincoln Corbett. Minister for National Security Reuben Blackmore has announced that government is implementing a modern record-keeping system at the Land Titles Registry Division. The goal is to improve efficiency and better protect important documents. As part of this initiative, government has spent approximately $170,000 on a capacity scanner to digitize records and enable electronic storage.
We will be implementing in the new is to create a redundant system in terms of ensuring that records can be properly kept and stored. So we have invested and paid for a scanner, $170,000 for the scanner, to ensure that the records stored electronically. And if we were to have a fire or something, or hurricane, we have a certain degree of redundancy insofar as our record keeping is concerned. So we are putting in place an efficient and modern system of record management within the registry. We already have the human resource component stationed at the registry to do so.
Minister for National Security Reuben Blackmore. Director of Social Services, Dr. Tesha Kofi Kazimi says greater collaboration between key stakeholders and the Department of Social Services is essential in addressing child-related issues in Dominica. Dr. Kofi Kazimi made the statement while speaking on the Disaster and You program aired on DBS Radio this morning. She emphasized the need for a more unified and effective approach between the Department of Social Services and the stakeholders.
Well, the reality is working with other stakeholders is real, and always ensuring that more efforts need to be placed in that regard. And we must highlight to ensure that we all have the same objective. With that comes proper policy backing up and legislative frameworks that should be there to be guided literally, for lack of a better way of putting it, because you highlighted the police officers, and that is one of the main stakeholders that we work with. However, sometimes the reality is that the haziness that exists with what should be done can pose some problems when we interface with the matter. So, however, I must say that as it relates to the medical team, we have a good communication strategy and they are aware what is to be done, and so when it's referred to us, it becomes easier. But it's a work in progress. I think it's always this year we are looking at trying to see how we can have more discussion with all stakeholders that we work with so that we can work in unison more effectively, because sometimes we may have duplication of efforts and sometimes we may not address the case as effective as we should, given the fact that we are not clear as to what is to be done. This is one of our main priorities for the year.
Director of Social Services, Dr. Tesha Kafi Kazime. This brings us to the end of the National Focus. Coming up next, regional and international news.
Boom! Just like that, the jackpot gets bigger. Dominica, the wait is finally over. Match 5 is officially here. Will your 5 numbers be the lucky ones? You can win over $10,000 every Wednesday and Saturday. Don't miss out on a chance to win big every week with the new Match 5. Tickets are available at any DNL agent island-wide.
DBS News.
Welcome back in news from the region. Tankers have begun discharging Venezuelan crude at Caribbean islands, publicly signaling their activity in the move that marks a new trade order after U.S. exerted control over Caracas's oil industry. According to ship tracking data, 2 vessels delivered about 2.5 million barrels of Venezuela's Marais crude to storage tanks on St. Lucia and Curacao over the weekend. In the coming days, other tankers are set to bring more of the nation's oil to different destinations, including the Bahamas. And internationally, French President Emmanuel Macron says the endless accumulation of new tariffs from the U.S. is fundamentally unacceptable. Macron adds that is even more the case when tariffs are used as leverage against territorial sovereignty. He was speaking at the Forum of World Leaders in Davos days after Donald Trump announced new tariffs for countries that oppose his plan to own Greenland. Earlier, Trump said there was no going back on his plan, claiming Greenland is imperative for national and world security. This has been the DBS Lunchtime News. Thank you so much for listening. Tune in at 6 p.m. for another newscast. My name is Kewana Fontaine Wilson. The DBS Lunchtime Sport Report is up next with Mr. Christopher.
Easy Max, get your money fast. Join the family. Call and find out now. You want that quick money to meet all of your needs. High speeds and top service. Easy Max family. Qualify for 7.5 or maybe 10,000. 2.0 is 15 grand. Easy Max, yours and mine.
West Coast Cooperative Credit Union presents the Easy Max Family Loans. Easy Max Plus of $7,500. Easy Max Pro of $10,000 and Easy Max 2.0 of $15,000. Yes, contact us today at 449-6556 or 449-9343 or 295-2682. Terms and conditions apply. West Coast Credit Union, your only credible choice for success.
Good afternoon, I'm Alian Christopher of the DBS Lunchtime Sport Report. DFA President Glenn Etienne expects a decision soon on the appointment of a new General Secretary for the Dominica Football Association. The position has been vacant since the DFA did not renew the contract of former General Secretary Jasmine Vidal-Matthew last November. Etienne says the DFA is still in the process of going through the applications. And assistant coach of the women's under-17 national football team, Julian Alexander, says the team will go out and give its best shot at the CONCACAF Women's Under-17 qualifiers. The tournament will be staged in Nicaragua starting this weekend. Dominica has been placed in Group A with the Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, Belize, and the USVI. The team will leave Ireland on Wednesday. Dominica will play the Dominican Republic in their opening match on Saturday. National footballer Demario Challenger feels his stint in Germany has helped him become a better footballer. The Belfast Estate Mahosoko Strikers midfielder is back on Ireland after training with the German club for the past few months. He said the stint went well and he is looking forward to a return to Germany later in the year. And the sports division has cancelled today's matches. Portsmouth Secondary School B was supposed to meet the Pierre Charles Secondary School at 2:30 in the under-16 division, while in the under-20 division, the PSS were down to play Pierre Charles Secondary. Both games were set for the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. West Indies T20 captain Brandon King says the Windies has to be able to combat the spin threat from Afghanistan if they are to bounce back in their T20 series. His comments as the Windies went down in the first of 3 T20s to Afghanistan on Monday. King says while the team played well in patches, they have to be able to negotiate the Afghan spinners. The two teams will meet in the second T20 on Wednesday. Parliamentary representative for the Marigot Anthony Charles is rating the 2025-2026 Neville Moose Peer Basketball Tournament a major success. The tournament ended on the weekend with Marigot Sunrise beating the Dr. Daru Pishley Sports Club Falcons to lift their first basketball title. Charles says the league met the objectives of helping to bring basketball back to the community. And that's all the time that we have for the DBS Lunchtime Sports Report. Of course, your Lotto draw comes up next.
Local. Match 5, your local jackpot game. Dominican National Lottery.
The Super 6 jackpot is $230,000. Get your tickets today.
That's right, players. You can purchase your favorite lottery tickets for up to 12 draws at a time. Why play for one draw when you can play for more? With Play 4, play up to 6 draws. Super 6, Powerball, and Tic-Tac-Toe, play up to 10 draws. With a Daily 3, Big 4, one-off, play up to 12 draws. Avoid the long lines. Limit your time spent waiting to purchase for individual draws. Play for many draws with just one stop.
Turn $2 into $2,000 when you play 4. Choose any 4 numbers from 1 to 22. Match all 4 numbers and you win $2,000. Match 3 numbers and you win $40. If there is a jackpot winner, then match 3 and you win $20. Match 2 gives you $4. You can be a grand winner every day when you play 4. Tickets cost $2 and are available from all our lottery agents. Dominican National Lottery, everything is possible. Turn $2 into $2,000 when you play 4. Choose any 4 numbers from 1 to 22. Match all 4 numbers and you win $2,000. Match 3 numbers and you win $40. If there is a jackpot winner, then match 3 and you win $20. Match 2 gives you $4. You can be a grand winner every day when you play 4. Tickets cost $2 and are available from all our lottery agents. Dominican National Lottery, everything is possible.
A pleasant good afternoon to everyone and welcome to the Midday Draw. It's the 20th of January, 2026, and I am your hostess, Mia Francis. Let's now turn $2 into $2,000 with some Play 4. Good luck to you. The first number is 13. Your second number is 14. The third number is 1. And your fourth lucky number is 5. Let's recap. Your Play 4 lucky numbers are 13, 14, 1, and 5. Play 4. Grand winners every day. Stay tuned for Big 4 with Multi-X.
I feel good, like I knew that I would now. Adding Multi-X to
your Big 4 winnings with Multi-X. Now you can multiply your Big 4 prizes up to 5 times by asking for Multi-X each time you purchase your Big 4 tickets. Turn your $5,000 into $25,000 by selecting Multi-X on your straight bet or any other bet. Big 4 just got bigger. Select Multi-X and watch your thousands turn into hundreds of thousands. Multi-X, available on all bet types. Just remember to spend the same amount on Multi-X and Big 4. So good, so good, we got you.
And we are back. It's big bets, it's big scores. Let's now play some Big 4. Happy winnings. And your 4 big numbers for Big 4 are 7, 9, 4, and 7. Let's now multiply those winnings. And the Multi-X ball selected is 2x. Let's recap. Your Big 4 lucky numbers are 7, 9, 4, and 7. The Multi-X ball drawn is 2x. Big 4, it's an easy score. Stay tuned for Pick 2 with Multi-X.
Multiplier winning with Multi-X. The next thing you know, you cash in your check.
Pick 2, just 2 numbers from 0 to 9. Ask for Multi-X to multiply your winnings.
Remember, you must bet the same amount on Multi-X and Pick 2.
It's easy to win. Play 2 and then multiply.
Hey guys, welcome back. Let's now play to win with some Pick 2. Good luck, everyone. And your 2 lucky numbers for Pick 2 this afternoon are 5 and 4. The Multi-X ball selected is 2x. To recap, your 2 lucky numbers for Pick 2 are 5 and 4. The Multi-X ball drawn is 2x. Pick 2 and play to win. Stay tuned for one-off.
Everybody rock your body.
Now you can win even if you one-off. One-off is the all-new and exciting game from the Dominica National Lottery. Simply select your 3-digit numbers from 0 to 9. Place your wager for only $2 per wager, with each additional wager costing $2. And just imagine, if any or all of the lucky numbers are off by one number, higher or lower of the winning numbers, you win.
You really do.
Play one-off from the Dominica National Lottery and win anyway.
Thank you so much for staying tuned, guys. Let's now win some cash with some one-off. Good luck to you. And your one-off lucky numbers are 1, 9, and 6. To recap, your one-off lucky numbers are 1, 9, and 6. One-off, win anyway. Up next is Daily 3 of Multi-X.
Get your game on! Daily 3 just got bigger! Level up your Daily 3 play with Multi-X. Now you can multiply your winnings up to 5 times each time you add Multi-X when you purchase your Daily 3 tickets. Power up with Multi-X today and enjoy winning so much more on all bet types. Remember, spend the same amount on Daily 3 and Multi-X. Get your game on! Multi-X now on Daily 3.
The Super 6 jackpot is $230,000. Get your tickets today.
Welcome back, gamers. Let's now play some Daily 3 with Multi-X. Good luck to you. The first number is 0.